Hi friends, Adam Thompson coming to you as always from Focal Point, Minnesota's world headquarters in lovely Plymouth, Minnesota. We are recording from a new spot today. We are on site at the loading dock, otherwise known as the garage, because if I were in the backyard in my normal spot in the sun, I would burst into flames right now. It is Friday, it is hot. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're ready for a fantastic weekend. I am a big fan of Simon Sinek. I am an unabashed fan. I'm a believer. I follow him. I've read all his books. I read his blogs. I watch his videos. I follow him on Facebook and LinkedIn. I was scheduled to see him in March when he came to town until COVID came and he didn't come to town. And so I'm hoping that the tour gets back on track. And it sounds like November might be the time. Simon, come to Minneapolis. We want to see you. His newest book is a book called The Infinite Game. And in it, he tends to synthesize a lot of his previous ideas in his other books, his other writings, into one concrete plan on how we view business, on how we view the game of business, and how we should be viewing it, and how we maybe have some different ways of looking at things. Maybe we need to change those ways. His assertion is that rather than being a finite game, like a football game, a basketball game, any sporting endeavor, where there is a clear set of rules, a clear set of players, a clear beginning, a clear end, and by the way, a clear winner and loser, business is infinite. Business continues to go on. There's no winner in business. No one can be declared the winner of business. They can be declared successful by some arbitrary set of metrics. They can be declared number one in a certain category, again, arbitrary metrics, but you can never win business, right? It goes on forever. And the goal of playing in any infinite game, frankly, is just to keep playing. This is a hard concept, I think, in this country because we obviously are a country that believes in competition, believes in winners and losers. We buy into number one in the category. We buy into the best at X, Y, and Z. We believe in that when we look at the companies and the corporations and the businesses we support. But at the flip side, we also believe in longevity in this country. We reserve a special spot for those companies that have stood the test of time, the John Hancocks, the Ford Motor Companies of the world, those businesses that have grown and survived and thrived and overcome all kinds of things that have happened through the course of our history and have come out on the other side. We believe in that idea. We revere the companies that can last. I think this concept of an infinite game and this concept of an infinite mindset plays well in the small business world, right? Whereas a large company might get locked into quarterly earnings per share, quarterly prices, quarterly revenues, hitting short-term goals and trying to balance the books and make the numbers work so those short-term results look good, maybe for their stockholders, right? Maybe for Wall Street, maybe for their board or for their top execs. I think small business owners have it right because in many cases, small business owners are trying to build a legacy, right? Their goal is to survive. Their goal is to move forward. Their goal is to have something maybe that they can pass down to their children and their children's children. They're trying to build something that is long-term. And I appreciate that. Now, this is not to say, and Simon asserts this numerous times in the book, this does not mean that it's not about profit. He just says that profit should not be the end game, right? Profit is the engine. Revenue is the engine that allows you to keep playing, that allows you to stay in the game, that allows you to keep playing in the game and continue moving your business forward. This infinite mindset is about casting your net far out into the ocean. It's about casting your vision forward, about thinking about what is going to happen years into the future, maybe generations into the future, and how you can build something that can support into those generations. I think it's a fabulous concept. I think it's a wonderful idea, and I think there are so many things that businesses do well in setting that gaze forward. But I think there's also things where we all need to improve, right? The numbers do matter, not necessarily for the competition, but just for the health of the business, right? If you are tracking your numbers short term, but moving them toward that long-term vision, moving them toward that purpose, right? Finding ways to keep things going so you can keep playing in the game, that's what matters. And that's the balance that small businesses, that entrepreneurs need to find. How do I make sure I'm paying attention to the things in the short term that allow us to continue what we're doing long term? How do we focus on finite numbers that fit into an infinite mindset, that fit into an infinite vision as you move forward? I love the idea, I love the concept. If you haven't read the book, it's called The Infinite Game. Find it, download it, Audible, Kindle, order it, get it in your hands and read it. If you want to talk more about this, if you're curious and you just want to pick my brain about Simon Sinek and compare notes on what you read and what you think, or you want to talk about your business, you want to talk about those finite metrics and that infinite mindset, I'd certainly welcome that conversation. Send me an email, athompson@focalpointcoaching.com. Text me 612-965-2971, or just send me a message on Facebook, or even just comment below. Comment on LinkedIn, message me on LinkedIn. Let's have that conversation. Let's talk about your numbers. Let's talk about your mindset. Let's talk about your vision. Or let's just talk about your plans for the weekend. Be safe. Hug your family. Have a great time. I'll see you soon.